Welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using Score Merchant as always. Using Score Merchant and Chaos Shuffle. Before the game even starts, for some reason, they really want me to go to stupid, what's it called, Glenville. Not wrong with that, best map for Score Merchant anyway. But I'm just gonna go straight to the game because you know this is Chaos Shuffle, so we're gonna get random perks. Okay, welcome to Dead Dog Saloon. So this map is amazing for Score Merchant, but our perks are literally awful. So because of that reason, we're most likely gonna lose this game. So that's fun. I don't really even care about lose or win, honestly, when I play Dead by Daylight. But especially in this game mode, I don't care about lose or win at all because half the time I get the worst perks ever created on the entire planet. So trying to win is impossible. But these perks, I got Mad Grit. What this perk does, if a survivor is being carried and I swing, I literally and I hit a survivor, their timer is paused for 4 seconds. It's really not good. The only reason why Mad Grit's not good is because even though it has a really decent effect, the issue is the requirement is weird, and the chance of that happening in an actual match is just odd unless you're fighting against like a server friends who are literally body blocking forever. But the problem is once they know you have Mad Grit, they're never gonna do it again. So it's kind of like not really a point. I just feel like Mad Grit's a really bad perk and should be like changed. It's a really bad perk. I'm never gonna use that perk. To the left, I believe it's called Shattered Hope. Is a perk that was actually added to the game to try and counteract the constant boons being added and being used, but in reality it does absolutely nothing to even beat boons, because first thing, if they don't use a boon, it doesn't do anything, and the second thing, they use a boon, well then you lose out on a totem that could have been used for a hex totem or anything else, so that's fine. So what it does is basically, if a survivor were to activate a boon totem and then you were to not cleanse it, stuff it, normally when you snuff a totem, what ends up happening is it will automatically just get de-totemed, like de-cleansed, whatever it's called. I guess it'd be like debuffed. But now what happens is it gets destroyed. The totem itself gets destroyed, so they can never even cleanse it again. And then anyone who was inside the totem radius is shown to you, which is kind of actually really good. The issue though is the fact that if they don't have a boon, then the perk's completely useless. And if they do have a boon, it's still like, okay, you get this perk to work like once or maybe twice a game, because there's only 5 totems in the game at once, so they're never gonna really get it to happen over and over again. Right here, this guy slow ball, so I'm able to down him. I'm not really talking about the gameplay, honestly, because of the fact that like it's really the same thing. The guy tried to mind game me or loot me in the shack. I can't do anything about that. I'm Score Merchant. I didn't get a cloud trap on him until later on, and then he ran away because he didn't want to get cloud trap. So that's good. On the right, we have the perk. I believe that's Unnerving Presence. I could be wrong about that. What that perk does, if survivor is in your terror radius, then they get more skill checks than usual. The skill checks, I believe, are faster. The skill checks are the smaller, and the skill checks appear more often. I believe is what it does. And then the last perk at the bottom is Desolation, the only good perk we got, where we injure a survivor by any means, quote unquote, spectral attack or rumble attack. Then the perk will activate for 30 seconds or for 20 seconds, and yeah. But because of the fact that Score Merchant is bugged and they still haven't fixed the bug, you cannot activate Desolation with your drones. You only can activate it with a basic attack, but it's still pretty good on Score Merchant because Desolation is an amazing perk. This girl runs into the basement. I missed my 2 attacks, by the way. We're not gonna talk about how I missed, but runs to the basement, and I realized because you ran into the basement, you're probably gonna kill herself on the hook, because why would you run into the basement on purpose? But it looks like she's not gonna kill herself on the hook. Also, I am a little sorry for all the non-consistent upload schedule, by the way. The one I literally said I'm gonna be more consistent in the future because it's at time recording this video. It's summer, done with college, and I am working, but I just like I have not had energy, because I've been sick and I just didn't feel well. But now I feel better, and my voice actually sounds really good, even though I had to double take this recording, because I literally recorded this and I sounded like an old man for like 1 second, and I was like, oh no, this is gross. Some reason why there's 3 people here. I don't know why. I was gonna open the locker just in case, but I know I saw someone run over here, but I don't really care. I'm gonna hook this Claudette. And I believe, I don't know for sure, someone tell in the comments, I don't think MMR is actually a thing in Chaos Shuffle, because sometimes I get really bad survivors. And then sometimes I get like really good survivors. But when I'm playing normally, I always get good survivors. Only problem is half the time they're good, no score merchant counterplay, and then the game is really good, and then I end up winning. Or it's they just give up because it's score merchant, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that killer is boring to fight against," even though literally half the killers in this game do the exact same thing but worse. But I rather fight against them because they're not score merchant, and I'm like, okay. But in this game, I don't feel like that happens as much. Speaking of score merchant, even though it's not related at all, I was watching a video about Hag. Let me know if you want to see me use Hag, by the way. I probably won't use her that much on my channel because Hag, in my opinion, is one of the worst killers in the game. Like, she's really good when you know how to play her, but the problem is she's so bad when survivors know how to counter her. And the reason why I said it is every killer in the game has counterplay, even though a lot of people love to pretend like Score Merchant has like no counterplay, and gives quote unquote free hits. Every killer in the game has counterplay. You just have to practice against a killer, understand said counterplay. But for some reason, when you counterplay Hag, she is just the worst killer in the game because you can't do anything about it. Like the thing about counterplay is a thing like skill expression. I find it funny how I'm talking about skill expression, but I play Skull Merchant. And I say that because half the people who hate Skull Merchant who watch my videos will complain when I talk about Skull Merchant in a positive light. But then the people who love Skull Merchant, like the people who watch my video, like Swansea, and other people who subscribe to my channel and watch the videos, of course they know that I love Skull Merchant. I think Skull Merchant is really fun. But I just find it funny because people will complain about like counterplay, but then when there is counterplay and the counterplay is too strong, then what are you supposed to do? Hag has like the hardest counterplay. The reason why I don't play Hag on my channel, by the way, even though I've only played like 3 killers so far, I believe it's been Wesker, Oni, Wesker, Skull Merchant, and Ghostface. I've only played those 3 killers right now on my channel. Of course, I can play any killer I want. I just prefer to play Skull Merchant. The Skull Merchant is my favorite. If you want to see any other killers, of course, let me know in the comments. I actually do play a lot of killers. I used to play Pig all the time before Storm Merchant came out, of course. I love playing as the Unknown. The Unknown is so much fun to play. He is insanely fun. I like Doctor. I like what's it called? I like the I'm gonna say the Hatchet. What's the character's name? The Huntress, but I don't like her because I don't really play her very much. So my aim is awful, but I do like playing her. I don't like Spirit. I used to like playing Spirit, but I can't hear. Apparently, like I just can't do it. I haven't played Spirit enough to be able to to hear as well as like True Talent does, and be able to figure out exactly where I'm going, like where the survivors are, and it just triggers me because I cannot figure it out. And I know there's an add-on I can use that'll literally just show me when someone's next to me or not, but I just hate the fact that I just can't hear survivors when I'm phasing, and you literally need to in order to play her. But yeah, I never played Nurse. I just don't ever play her. I've never touched the Nurse before. I've never even touched Black before. Now I think about it, but I do want to play him because he seems a lot of fun. But different killers, I definitely plan to play different killers on my channel, not just Skull Merchant. I just love playing Skull Merchant and different game in general. The whole point of this conversation was the fact that Hag is a killer I don't like playing anymore because if you know how to counter Hag, he's unplayable. And the reason why I bring this up is one of the reasons why I love Skull Merchant. Skull Merchant, Hag, and Trapper are all trap-based killers. But the difference is, if you trigger a Hag trap at max distance, she teleports instantly. She still can't catch up to you, and she loses and she basically will chase you for absolute no reason. Hag also moves at 110 movement speed, so she moves slower. Meanwhile, Skull Merchant can, and then also Hag has to stand still to place air traps. Meanwhile, Skull Merchant can literally move while placing traps, and that makes her just so much better. And this is how the trap killer should be played, because the fact that you have to slow down to place on a trap that's most likely not gonna work is just so bad. I was gonna hit her because I wanted to try and activate Mad Grit, because Mad Grit is never gonna work for me, but I didn't get to activate it sadly. I got stuck on the wall. But the reason why I mentioned that is I want to talk about a little bit about Skull Merchant and how I find it not only funny, but it's so weird. I feel like Behavior knew what they were doing and kind of didn't know what they're doing when it comes to trap killer design. I feel like they realized that a trap killer that has the ability to place down a trap while moving is much better than a trap killer who has to stand still and activate their traps. And the reason I bring that up is because it just sucks. Like Trapper is the one of the worst kills in the game because not only does he have to stand still to place down his trap, he also has to place it in good spots. The killer, and then when the trap gets disabled, he has to go back to it and re-enable it, unless he, of course, has a special add-on. Hag is the exact same way, has to stand still, but moves slower than any killer in the game, by the way. Well, moves like the slowest moving killer in the game besides Nurse. Um, and then her traps are so easy to deal with and handle. Meanwhile, Storm Merchant's like, I get a speed buff. I don't have to stop moving when I place down my traps. And to make it even better, as I cloud trap someone, so I'm going to go after them right now. And to make it even better, she doesn't even when your trap gets disabled, it comes back after 45 seconds. I don't even have to worry about that. And I feel like that would make Storm Merchant like so much more fun to play because she just has the ability to actually be strong. Meanwhile, Hag and Trapper have to work 14 billion times harder to even get a single bit of strength. And I know a lot of people gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, of course, a Storm Merchant complaining about the fact that Trapper and Hag have to actually use a little bit more brain power, a little bit more thought process to actually be strong." No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Behavior realizes the trap playstyle is not really strong in Dead by Daylight because of how the counterplay is so easy. It takes 3 seconds to place down a trap, but then it takes 3 seconds to also disarm a trap, but then you have to walk back towards the trap to re-enable it. Meanwhile, Storm Merchant's like, I don't have any time really wasted placing a trap. And then also, if you do disable my trap, what's the difference? It doesn't really matter because I'm going to just get it back in 45 seconds. And it makes it so much better because you can actually play the game. And it feels like sometimes you actually have the ability to do more than just reset trap, reset trap. I actually got, what's it called? I actually got value out of that perk. Now I can see the aura of the person on the hook. I don't think you really can. I don't think there's a lot of perks in the game that actually let you see the aura of survivors on the hook. But the fact that that let me do that, this proves this perk actually might be useful. No, I'm joking. This perk is so bad. That boom perk is just so bad. Like, it's just Shattered Helping it was called. It's just not a good perk. But anyway, we're gonna hook this girl and we're gonna just wait for her to die. Sorry for the little rant. There's Claudette in the background. I saw that. I want to try and cut her off because I realized she might go for the save. But the girl decided to kill herself on the hook anyway and not even die. And the Claudette can't save her. The Claudette gets trapped, but I don't really care because I'm not gonna be able to kill her. But that was the only game. I only posted one game this time because of the fact that I actually was going to post another one. But I was like, do I really want to post two? And I was like, you know what? I'll post it because this game was really just a chill game. And I remember there's nothing wrong with that. I love chill games. Actually, it was Skull Merchant. I rarely have them, but it's one of those chill games where I can just talk and to my viewers and have the game put in the background without really thinking much. But anyway, let's get to the next game so I can show you how terrible my luck is at this game mode. Okay, Raccoon City Police Station, East Wing. This game is actually really fun, so if you stay to this part of the video, you're going to enjoy this game. So we got we got 4 actually good perks, but it's kind of funny. We got, not Throwing Tremor, but then called Lethal Pursuer. At the beginning of the game, you can see the aura of all survivors, and because of the fact that we're playing in Chaos Shuffle, the chance of them having distortion is like 2%. And that's why I don't know why loves the game mode. Love the ability, not the ability, but the fact that the survivors get random perks and you get random perks. This is so interesting. And it's fun to not have to deal with meta every single day. The only problem is it does feel kind of bad though, because like, Scumber is one of those killers that kind of relies on meta. Also, I meant to go swing around, but I messed up. So she looks at me like, are you an idiot? And I'm like, yes. But I was able to down her. Then on the right we have Paul Bryan, very simple perk. Once you kick a generator, it will regress at 100% normal speed. But then also every time a survivor were to complete a good skill check on set gen for 60 seconds, then it will give you a lot notification. On the bottom we have Lightborn. If we are blinded by a flashlight, we can see the aura for the survivors for 10 seconds. And lastly, we have let's call it Hex Survivor Hope. But it's the whole point of this game, because I really want to get at least 3 stacks of that thing, because without that, I can't really do much. Because even though I have actual good perks, they don't really do much together. Lulu Pursuer and Lightborn is pretty good because I have a 12-second, the ability to see the survivor's aura. But here's the issue: I don't think any survivors brought a flashlight, so I can't actually get blinded. So it's kind of useless, sadly. But it's fine. So I saw that it got exploded, so I was like, nice with it. Loud noise notification. I should probably use Call of Brian more often. Another reason why I like this game mode too is because it kind of makes me think about different perks I can use in builds. Call of Brian is not really a bad perk. I just the only thing is like worth it because gen kick perks are so bad right now, in my opinion. Like it's not really worth using gen kick perks, and then also to make it worse, also I don't know why everyone's right here. To make it worse because of the fact that the nerfing Pop Goes the Weasel next patch when the Vecna comes out, it just feels like not really worth using it. So anyway, I'm gonna kick that gen. Well, it might be more useful now than I think about it because of the fact that they are nerfing some gen regression perks. People are kind of mad though about the nerfs to like the general regression perks. I don't really care about the nerf to pain resonance because 25 to 20 isn't really that big of a deal. But I am kind of mad about the Papa Goes a Loser nerf. I am kind of glad though too because it is kind of annoying how you have to use the same exact perk over and over again in every single game. But it sucks because the problem is people were mad because they're like, y'all nerfing all the gen regression perks, but you're not nerfing, gen rushing or like perks like hyper focus or perks perks like hyper focus or toolboxes that do generators instantly. It's like you're doing everything in your power to nerf the stupid meta perks, but you're not nerfing like the really strong strategies. And I get that. And I understand, I sympathize with how people act. I'm not really mad, and I definitely understand it, but it's just like we'll have to see how the game goes while these perks exist. What I think they should do is they should make more general regression perks. Like for example, the Unknown has a general regression perk called Undone. It's completely trash, but it's the fact that it's a general regression perk that has a really unique ability. It is the requirement to activate it. It's like garbage, and that's the reason why I hate it. And also, don't use it. And in case you know what I'm talking about, it's a perk that the Unknown has. It's called Undone. What it does is, if a survivor misses a skill check, whether it's for any reason, you get 3 tokens, up to a maximum of 30. For each token, once you kick a generator, that generator will lose progress equal to the amount of tokens you have, and then also be blocked by the entity so they can't work on the generator for however many tokens you have. And that's really strong. This guy's trying to use Lightborn on me. I'm like, no, sir, you can't do that. Sadly, though, I have to murder him because he saw my totems. He knows where it is, and he needs to die. So we're gonna hook up on this hook right here. I also like Chaos Shuffle because I can make a lot of videos for y'all on Chaos Shuffle. Because it's just fun to honestly play this game, bro. Like it's chill by daylight. That's kind of a cool name, a cool title. But it's just fun. The only thing I can use any add-ons I want. Most of the time, survivors only use the best add-ons, so I might have to use the best add-ons too. But actually, I've been using some really normal add-ons. Like I use, what do I have right now? The add-ons I use in this video were, of course, battle targeting process should make survivors move an additional 30% slower because I need that for chasing survivors. Notice how everyone's injured, by the way. I love that. And then the second one I'm using, I believe it's called infrared lighting. I think I'll be wrong, but I think it's called infrared lighting. No, I lied. It's called adaptive lighting. Adaptive lighting is an add-on where basically I become undetectable longer when I use my drone. When I activate my drone. So it becomes 10 seconds, or actually it becomes 9.75 seconds, which is almost 10 seconds. But it's really good. And the reason why I'm using it is because I don't know what kind of build I'm going to get. But I'm hoping that the build I get is something useful. Right here I'm going to swing just to injure him because of the fact that I want to injure him. And now that I have him injured and 2 people down, I should be able to hook both of them before they get back up, unless they have Unbreakable. Like in the last video, how one guy had Unbreakable and he Unbreakable really right in front of me. And I'm like, are you serious? Now, if I was a survivor, I would do that totem in front of that hook first, then unhook the survivor. But for some reason, they're not doing that, so they just keep dying, and I'm fine with that. Now I gotta find this last person, because if I can find where they are, and I can hook them, I can hopefully get 2 additional stacks of my Devour Hope. Then I have to try and protect it, of course. And if I can get 5 stacks, I can Mori them. So I got a 3rd stack. We're going to get a 4th one if we can if they unhook what's it called after. But yes, let me know if you have any builds in the comments for Skull Merchant or any killers you want to see. I am trying to make unique killer builds. It is hard because you need the gen regression with Skull Merchant unless you're playing, of course, like Chase Merchant. Then you don't really need gen regression. I ended down him because of the Hour Hope. I have 3 stacks, so I'm kind of happy. I'm hoping they unhook him while I'm chasing. Well, sorry, while I'm over there. That way they get a stack, but also what's it called? Will be close. But they didn't go for the unhook probably because they realize they know that I'm here and I do have a thing called instant down. Even though literally one of them is injured already, but it's fine. I'm gonna chase him using my radar, and I'm gonna find exactly where they are. And I realize, I have an instant down. So because of that reason, the girl drops the pallet immediately. I'm not dying. I'm like, okay, I get it. My drone's like, I'm not going to scan him anytime soon. So I'm like, great. Watch him make the window. But because he slowed down so much, he's not going to make the window at all. And I am able to down him. Now they should go for the rescue because, I am kind of nowhere near them. So they're going to rescue both people. And then I should get 5 stacks. And all I have to do is basically protect my totem. Make sure I'm far enough away to where if they unhook, I get a stack. But sadly, I was too close to the hook and I was unable to get my 5th stack. So now they're going to try and go for my totem. But I can't let that happen. So I have to kill, hopefully, the girl. So I swing, slice her throat. He's like, I'm going to try and go for the save. I'm like, no, you're not. And then because I boil over, of course, she gets boiled over, by the way. Like, it's so weird. I'm going to hook her right towards the, what's it called? The, totem. But then I realized, let me not hook you at all. Let me just kill you. I don't remember if you're on dead on hook or not. I don't remember what you are, but all I know is Skull Merchant wants to murder your soul. So, and then blood spills everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like Skull Merchant Mori. I do want them to change it because I feel like if they can change her Mori and make it even better, that's good. But I like her Mori. The only thing I don't like about it is you need to be in a whole open field to be able to view it, and because Dead by Daylight is full of obstacles, grass, walls, etc., you're never going to be in a position where you can actually see it fully. Because there's just so many different camera angles you had to look at when you use that Mori. Now, I feel like her Mori would make more sense if Skull Merchant was like, I don't know, popped out of nowhere, but it's kind of like they just let themselves die. It looks like kind of funny. But anyway, I'm going to go down this guy. At this point, I know they're going to go for the totem. But I don't care. Summer is going to literally phase through the wall because she's like, I can transform into walls. Now imagine, Skull Merchant became the nurse, by the way. Skull Merchant plus nurse. That's going to be a terrible combination when they add that into 2v8. But anyway, they did my totem, so now I don't have their Hour Hope anymore. But it doesn't really matter because one of them's already injured. I know exactly where he is. It's my radar. And the other one is going to most likely die sooner or later. So that's fine. So right here in front of me, so I'm like, okay, I'm no longer untouchable, so they can easily run away. But the thing is, they're cloud traps, so once the drone touches them, they're going to get slowed down. And now they're slowed down, there's no way they're going to make the window, and there's nothing they can do, and they're dead. Love to see it. Now, like I was saying earlier, this is what I'm talking about when I say free hits. A lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean Scott Jen, hate free hits, and they say that, like, Skull Merchant, I gotta watch the video again because I didn't really understand. I didn't really fully watch it. But basically, he was complaining that Skull Merchant basically gives you free hits. You put a drone up. It's either get injured because you decided to stay at a loop, or it's run away and hold W. But in my head, I was like, that's literally how the game works, and also how trap killers work. The whole point of the trap archetype is the ability to use your power to not let survivors be in a certain area and or kill them. Now, I'm not saying, but it's not really, I don't know how, by the way, he got cloud trap out there, but it's nothing to do with free hits. It literally is just the hatch right here, by the way. So I gotta decide if I'm gonna give him the hatch or not. Am I evil or am I a good Skull Merchant? I'm a nice person today. You get the hatch. There we go. But yes, my whole point. The whole point I was going to talk about was they talk about how the Skull Merchant gets free hits, but in my head I was like, and free haste, and I'm like, is that really free? at all, actually. Because the reason why I think that is because I'm like, you have to get scanned by the drone, and it's up to you if you get scanned by a drone or not. You can hold W, completely negate her power. You can just disable her drones ahead of time, and then they completely negate her power. You can also disable her drone mid chase, actually, if you're smart or you're fast enough, and completely negate her power. So I'm like, is it really free, or is it just complaining? But a lot of people think this. I was wondering how it really works. Like, is it really a free hit? I don't think so. I fought against Scar Merchant before I play Scar Merchant, and I can see it. I'm like, it's not free. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.